So areas related to circles, you have learned some of the concepts related to area and also perimeter. What is perimeter, what is area, that you have learned. Suppose a closed figure, a triangle is a closed figure, a rectangle or a square or any quadrilateral, a rhombus, a pentagon. So these are all closed plane figures and the two-dimensional figures. So what is perimeter means? The distance around this closed figure or the length of this boundary. Okay, it is called as perimeter. The total distance around the boundary. Total, suppose if this is A, B, C, D, then length of AB plus BC plus CD and DA gives you the perimeter. Suppose ABC is a triangle means, what is its perimeter means? AB plus BC plus AC. Sum of all the three sides. Here sum of all the four sides. Pentagon means sum of all the five sides, lengths of the five sides. That is its perimeter. Distance around this closed figure, it is called as perimeter. What is area means? The region occupied, region covered by this plane figure. So this region which is enclosed by the sides of this closed figure, so this is called as area. How much region it is covered on this plane? A circle covers this region. So the entire region which is inside this circle, it is called its area. We call this its area. Perimeter means it is the boundary, length of the boundary. So that you have learned in the lower classes. You have learned this area and perimeter of square, area and perimeter of rectangle, parallelogram, triangle. So even circle also you have learned. So let us recall all these things and go ahead now. So now you can see we come across many objects of different shapes in our daily life and particularly related to the circles. Some of the objects related to circles you might have seen in our daily life. A cycle wheel or a wheel of any vehicle, a cake which is in round shape, a popcorn or a drain cover. Drain cover means the drainage will have a cover like this. So that drain cover, all these we can give hundreds of examples which are circular in shape. So you know how to find the perimeter. In this class we are going to learn how to find the perimeter and the area of the circle, areas of two special parts such as sector and segments, and also combination of these above. Even a sector and also a segment, both will be there. So okay, if a circle means this, you know what is segment and what is circle. Suppose here is a circle means from the center, the region enclosed between two radii, okay, and an arc. This is called as a sector. And what is a segment means? That is the region between a chord and an arc. That is called as segment. We learn in detail. All these things we are going to learn in this chapter. So now, let us see what is perimeter and area of a circle. So you know distance covered by traveling once around a circle is its perimeter. Whatever the distance that you cover, you travel around the circle, its perimeter. It's called this perimeter, and usually we call this as a circumference. The perimeter of the circle is nothing but circumference. How you get the circumference? Circumference divided by diameter. You take any circle, you find out the total length of this, okay, then divide by its diameter. This is diameter, this is perimeter. When this perimeter or the circumference divided by diameter, you will get always pi. A constant value will come. So now transfer this diameter to right side. Circumference will be equal to pi into d. Okay, circumference is equal to pi into d. If you substitute d is equal to 2r, so pi into 2r, it gives you c is equal to 2 pi r. So the radius, in terms of radius means it is 2 pi r. In terms of diameter means it is pi into d. That gives you the circumference or the perimeter of the circle. Okay, so now let us see now. Related to the pi, value pi, the great Indian mathematician Aryabhatta, who lived in 476 CE to 550 CE, gave the pi value like this: circumference divided by diameter. He gave up to 4 decimal places, 3.1416. This is the value of the pi given by great Indian mathematician Aryabhatta. Then in the year 1887 to 1920, Srinivasa Ramanujan, great Indian mathematician who lived in 1887 to 1920, calculated the value of pi correct to the million places of decimals. So that is another great contribution of Indian mathematician. And now we are taking the pi value is approximately equal to 22 by 7 or 3.1 for the calculation purpose. Approximately we take the pi value either 22 by 7 or 3.14. So we consider these values for the calculation purpose. Now look at this. Let us see how to find the area of the circle. To find the area of the circle, you know the formula already. We know that we applied the formula pi r square. Area of circle is equal to pi r square. What you have to do, divide this circle into smaller sectors. This is one sector, another sector. See, we have divided this into 16 sectors, 16 parts. So divide diametrically like this, and make it into pieces. You will get a different sectors. Then what you have to do, arrange them in the form of rectangle. All the blue colored sectors, arrange it like this, vertically, in upward direction we arrange it. The other one, we arrange it in the downward. Sector 1, then, so look at this. Sector 1, place here. Sector 2, here. 3, there. 4, here. 5, there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This entire circle is divided into 16 parts and we arrange it like this. And observe that this is the perimeter. Here, first part, this arc is coming here. This is the arc. Then second arc is coming down. Now the sector 1, look at this arc placed here. The second part of this arc here, it is at the down. Third one is at the upside. Fourth one down. Fifth one upper side. See, like this every blue color part, see here, arranged at the upper side. All the blue colored arcs are arranged at the upper side. The remaining, this black colored sector, so that arc, the corresponding arcs are arranged downwards. So that means 50% of this circle is in the upper part and the remaining 50% is the downside. Out of 18 parts, 8 parts are, out of how many? 16 parts, 8 parts are on the upper side and another 8 parts on the downside. Now you know that what is the total length of this boundary? That is nothing but circumference. It is equal to 2 pi r. We learned perimeter of this circle is 2 pi r. Out of this 2 pi r, half of this one is in the upper side. Half of this boundary is in the upper side and the remaining half in the downward direction. So out of 2 pi r, we divide into 2 equal parts, means one is 1 pi r, another one is another pi r. This pi r is in the upper side, another pi r in the downside. So from here to here, what is the length of this arc? Means it is pi r. Remember that it is pi r. Now another thing, you see this. From here to here it is radius. This is same as this length. When I take this piece and keep here, this is radius. So therefore this length must be radius equal to r. You compare with the circle and this diagram. From here to here it is pi r. Remember, this is very important. Then this length must be the radius. So now if you divide this into 18 parts, you are getting like a parallelogram. If you divide this into infinite number of parts, then you will get almost a rectangle. This portion becomes very smaller and smaller. So like this very small sectors if you divide, then it looks like almost a sector with this length pi r and this length r only. It will be almost looking like a rectangle only. This will be looking like a rectangular piece. So 16 parts only, it is looking like some parallelogram with some curves. You divide this into infinite number of parts, very adjacent point here, one sector, like that if you make, it will be almost looking like a rectangle. So that means area of this circle is same as area of this figure. Also, otherwise you can take this area of this rectangle. Both are same. Circle area and this area must be same because we have curved the circle and arranged it in this form. So when you arrange this form, so area of that circle is same as this area of this rectangle. What is the area of this rectangle? It is length into breadth. Area of the rectangle formula, you know, it is length and product of length and breadth. What is the length of this rectangle? You know, it is pi r, because half of that perimeter is here and remaining half is at the upper part. So length place you have to write, in place of length you write pi r, in place of breadth you have to write r. Pi r into r gives you pi r square, that is the area of the circle. Area of the circle. Okay, so this is the same circle, we have cut into smaller sector, arrange it like this. So if you cut it into infinite number of parts, it becomes a rectangle, almost rectangle. So this area and that circle area same. So therefore area of circle is pi r square. This is the formula to find the area of the circle. Example here, the cost of fencing a circular field at the rate of rupees 24 per meter. Rupees 24 per meter is rupees 5,820. What is the use of this? What can you find out from this one? Cost of fencing a circular field at the rate is given per meter. Fencing per meter is 24 rupees and the total cost is given. From this, what you can find out? What you can find out from this? Suppose here is a circular place, circular field. Now per meter fencing, you want to fencing means per meter 24 rupees. Then total cost of fencing the complete field, circular field, it is given 5,280. What is the use of this one? What you can find out from this? Circumference. You can find out the circumference. So now what is the, how to find the circumference? So the circumference, you can calculate the circumference is equal to total cost of fencing divided by cost per meter. So total cost of fencing is 5,280 divided by what is the cost per meter? Rupees 24. So what you are going to get if you divide this one? Total cost divided by 24. If you divide this, you will get 220. 220. See, per meter they have given. Since it is given in meter, so therefore it is meter. Circumference is equal to 220 meters. From this circumference, what you can calculate, you can find out the radius also. Since it is equal to 2 pi r, 2 pi r is equal to 220. So you can find out, see, this field is to be flowed at the rate of rupees 0.5 per meter square. Find the cost of flowing the field. That flowing means you need to find the area. Flowing this entire field means you need to find the area of this field. To find the area of the field, I need the radius. I want to find out the radius. So radius is not given. Instead of this, we got circumference. So now radius is equal to 220 divided by 2 into pi. So that is same as 220 divided by 2 into 22. So take that one to the numerator. 7 will go to the numerator. So now divide this one. 22 ones are 10s are, 2 ones are 2 5s are, 5 7s are 35. So r is equal to 35 meter. It is given in meter, therefore radius is equal to 35 meter. Once you get the radius, you can find the area of the field. So area of the field is equal to area of field is equal to pi r square. You can write 22 by 7 into radius. You calculated, that is 35. 35 square, that means 35 into 35. 7 ones are 7 fives are. So if you multiply 22 into 5 into 35. So what is the area of the field you will get? 22 into 5 into 35. Multiply and tell me the answer. You know that it is 22 into 5 into 35, it gives you 3850 meters square. And now, what is the cost of flowing 1 meter square? Cost of flowing 1 meter square field. It is given, rate is given. What is the rate that is given? Rupees 0.5. So rupees 0.5, half of rupees. Now cost of flowing 3850 meters square is equal to 3850 into 0.5. So it is same as 3850 into 1 by 2. It is same as 1 by 2. Divide this one. 2 ones are 2 9s are 18, 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are. So this much rupees, 1925 rupees is the total cost of flowing. See, now look at this once again. The cost of fencing the circular field is given. At the rate is given 24 rupees per meter at this rate, and the total cost is 5850, 5280. From this you can find out the circumference. From the circumference you can find out the radius. From the radius then you can find out the area of the circle. After finding the area of the circle, you need to find the cost of flowing this circular field. Cost of flowing rate is given 0.50 is the rate. Then the entire field can be flowed using, so this much money, 1925. Now read this question now. Exercise 12.1. First question. The radii of two circles are 19 centimeter and 9 centimeter. Two circles radii is given. Find the radius of the circle which has the circumference equal to the circumference of the two circles. See, there are two circles. So one is a bigger circle of radius 19 centimeter. Okay. Then another circle, a smaller circle of radius 9 centimeter. Two circles are given, 19 centimeter, 19 centimeter. Now you have to find out the radius of the circle which is equal to the sum of the circumference of these two. So you need to find out the radius of this circle. What is that? You have to find out. What is the condition they have given? Which has the circumference. Find the radius of the circle. You have to find out the radius of another circle that has the circumference equal to the circumference of these two circles. Suppose the circumference of this circle is C1 and this is C2 and this is C3, and C3 will be equal to C1 plus C2. This is the condition they have given. Circumference of the third circle is equal to the circumference of the first circle and the circumference of the second circle. Now you substitute here, circumference of third circle is, what is the formula? 2 pi r. 2 into pi into radius of the circle is 19 plus 2 pi. What is the radius of the second circle? It is 9. Now you can simplify this. So this is circumference formula 2 pi r. We have taken that as r. 2 pi r is equal to, from this you take 2 pi common. 2 pi if you take common, you will get 19 plus 9 inside the bracket. This 2 pi and this 2 pi cancels. So radius is equal to 19 plus 9. It is 28 centimeter. See how it is given. Circumference of this bigger circle is the sum of the circumference of this circle plus this circle. What is the radius of this circle means? Radius is also the sum of the radii of these two circles. 19 plus 9 is equal to that radius. Why it is like this? Because this circumference plus this circumference is equal to the circumference of the third circle. Second question is like this. The radii of two circles are 8 centimeter and 6 centimeter. So we will take a circle with the radius 8 centimeter, another circle with the radius 6 centimeter, that is smaller than the first one. Find the radius of the circle having area equal to another circle. So bigger circle. You have to find out the radius of this circle. So from here to here, what is the radius? Let us write it as R. And what is the condition they have given? Area of this circle plus area of this circle is same as the area of the third circle. So area of this circle you call it as A1, this one as A2, and this is A3. So what is the relation you can write? Area of circle 1 plus area of circle 2 is equal to area of circle 3. Formula to find out the area of circle here, pi into r square, radius of the first circle, 8. So you can write 8 square plus pi into radius of the second circle, it is 6 square. You can write pi r square. Radius of the third circle we do not know, we keep it as r1. Now take common pi value here. 8 square plus 6 square is equal to pi into r square. So pi and pi can be cancelled here. So r square is equal to 8 square plus 6 square. So r square is equal to 8 at 64, 6 6 is 36, r square is equal to 100, r is equal to square root of 100, it is positive value only, 10 centimeter. So radius of this bigger circle is 10 centimeter. So it is similar to the first question, but in the first question it was related to the circumference, in the second question it is related to the area.